Good morning, everyone. It's the morning of day 2. I just got up to let the dogs out. And I'm sore, but in a good way. So I'm just sitting here doing some stretches and getting myself up so that I can take my daughter to school. But I had to take some Tylenol and Advil this morning, but that's okay because I knew that it would be like this, especially in the beginning, when you go from, not doing anything to doing it, your muscles are like, what is that? So I'm not scared or worried. I know I'm pacing myself. So my plan today, I have to get a haircut, and maybe I'll take the dogs over and do like a short jaunt. I'm going to try to do something 6 days a week, because I was told by someone to take one rest day a week. So yeah. Anyway, so good morning, day 2, and let's see where today brings us. There's the dogs. Jubal's peeing on something, as usual. There's the old lady. That one over there, that's Holly. She's 13. And she used to can cross and bike tour with me, but now she's too old. So I got Jubal, and then there's Willow. Willow's the tall puppy. She's 11 months old now. Right, Willow? Are you 11 months? She's interested in finding things to eat on the ground, as usual. All right, guys. Let's see what today has. Today is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and with God, all things are possible. Have a great day. On by. Good boy. Come on, guys. Come on. Yay. Very nice. Good job. So here's the pond today. One of the things I love most is I get to see the 4 seasons changing. See, the leaves are starting to change. There's the swans way up at the other end. That's where their nest is. We've got some ducks, mallard ducks. Canada geese have been flying off. There's the waterfall. Let's go see what the waterfall is like today. Oh, very nice. A lot of times you can see fish and snapping turtles. Let's see. There's a patch of seaweed. A lot of times you can see fish. I don't see any fish right now. Yeah, nice little pond. I've also kayaked on here, and it's nice. It's a little bit of a paddle. It's not very big, but it's nice. It's not deep, so if you fall out, you can get back up. That's another adventure for another day. We've got lily pads over there. They did have flowers on them, but they're gone now. Hello, everyone. It's day 2. I am by the pond now. We did another loop before this, before coming around to this side. Dogs are doing well. We've got the neckline on, and it's a lot easier, so I think that's the way we gotta go. So what I do is I let them go potty, and once each one of them has gone, I then put the neckline on, and it keeps them in more order. So I think soon I'll be able to put the harnesses on them and start doing that. I feel confident, I'm a little sore right at the tops of my thighs where they meet the hip, but that's because I haven't moved. So, you know, I am expecting sore muscles. I'm stretching. Oh, the ducks are fighting over there. Oh my, hold on. Uh-oh. These two male ducks. I don't know if you could see that. They're having a little argument. I see something new at the pond every day. It's never the same. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, I'm just I'm making sure I don't overdo it. That's like the trick. So today I didn't set out at such a fast pace. And, you know, I know that every day I'll be able to cover more and more distance. When I get back from the SCA Nationals, I'm going to invest in some hiking poles, or trekking poles as they call them. I'm looking at the carbon fiber ones. There's like carbon fiber and aluminum. But if you guys have any advice, drop it in the comments below. If you have equipment that you think is worth investing in. I'm also looking at trail runners shoes. I have bad feet, so I've struggled a lot with that, with shoes in general. So yeah, it's a beautiful day, and I'm gonna get a haircut at 11:30, and then I have to clean the house because I'm way behind on that. But the dogs are interested in the ducks. The ducks are having a feud. There's like 2 male ducks and 1 female, and they're fighting over who gets them. I'm telling you, this is better than television. So another challenge is, you know, it's a nice sunny day, but I'm gonna have to start walking in the rain, and I have a challenge with my glasses. I can't see in the rain, so I'm considering getting LASIK done so I can see far away, but I don't know. There's pros and cons to that. A pro is I could see far away and not need the glasses on in the rain. The cons is I won't be able to see close up very well, like my dashboard and the GPS. So yeah, my eye doctor was telling me about that. So yeah, and you know, as I get strengthened, I want to start doing actual like trails with elevation and different terrain to strengthen my ankles. I've had a lot of ankle injuries, so I'm just kind of worried about hurting myself. So I really want to strengthen my ankles and strengthen my feet and my legs, my whole body. But I worry most about twisting my ankle. So yeah, it's important to find good shoes and to keep doing the PT and the walks. So yeah, here's the dog. We found a nice shady patch. Anyway, all right guys, I'll see you later. On by. Good girl, Willow. Good boy, Jubal. On by. Very nice. Good girl. Good boy, Jubal. So there's this lone purple flower, and I have a thing with the Lord. He sends me purple flowers to remind me of his presence. So I'm gonna back this out. Oops, I'm gonna back this out so you can see. It's just by itself. One purple flower with no other flowers around. Just this little guy or gal. Isn't it beautiful? Thank you, Jesus. He's with me, so I know I'm on the right path. Isn't that a pretty flower? I don't know what kind that is. If anybody knows what kind that flower that is, drop it in the comments. That's pretty. I like that. All right, so this is where the waterfall goes under this bridge here, and it comes out here. And it's a nice, pretty creek. Up there, there's like some rocks that's flowing over. I think this is called, I don't remember the name of this creek, but yeah, it's very pretty. There's some lily pads. We get frogs in the spring, all kinds of critters. It's nice. Peaceful. Hey guys, I'm getting my hair cut after I did my walk. And Eric is cutting my hair. And hi. And I'm getting it cut so that it'll look good for the SCA 2024 National Specialty in Corpus Christi, Texas. And I'll get training in there too, because it's a little bit of a walk from the hotel to the place every day. But yeah, we're doing well. And I'm just getting a little pampering after I did my training this morning. All right, see you later. Thank you, DJ Salon. All right, good morning, guys. It's day 3, and I'm out with them. They've got the leads on their walking harnesses right now, on their service harness. And we're trying not to get distracted. I've got Jubal on a leash here so that I can direct him. He's the one that seems to veer off more because he wants to pee on stuff. So yeah, I got that attached to his keeper collar so I can keep him going straight. Come on guys, hike, hike, hike. And yeah, so I'll come back soon with a video of that setup. We just started out, so they're like all like, ah! All right, I'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, I forgot a crucial thing. In switching harnesses, I forgot my poop bags and a way to carry them, so I'm stuck like this. So lesson learned, have something on the dog so they can carry their own SHIT, you know. Jubal had a little loose stool, so he's got a little poopy butt. Common in this breed. So what I'm going to do later, I'll show you how I get it out with cornstarch. It's something Jubal's breeder, Carol Montgomery, showed me, and it's something I've used for the last 13 years, and it works like a charm. You can also use baby powder. That's the talc-free one. Come on, guys. But I'll show you later. All right, let's check out the sit rep at the pond. It looks beautiful this morning. It's a beautiful October morning. Today is October 3rd, I believe. I don't even know what day it is. It's Friday. And here's the waterfall. A little waterfall. I don't see any fish today. Sometimes this is like teeming with little fish. And other times there's nothing. But I do know that this is a haven for snapping turtles. So yeah, lots of snapping turtles in here. So, all right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so what the harness does, and kind of cross, they kind of pull on you a little bit. So if you're going uphill or downhill, it's a great way for counterbalance. I used to do this with Bear all the time when I lived in Oregon and California. It's just great to be out. I'm by you guys. Come on, line out. So they're doing really well with the directional commands. I've got Willow on the harness, and I just have Jubal here so I can correct him when he tries to mark on stuff, because I want him to learn that when the harness is on, we're going forward. We're not stopping to sniff. This is not a sniff walk. This is not a walk to go to the bathroom. This is, you know, to go on trail. So he's learning that, but it's really hard on the sidewalks when there's like vertical things. So that is a way to train him for the on-bys to not pee on everything. That's going to be a challenge because he is intact, and especially where there's other dogs, you know, he's going to want to mark his spot. But he has to learn, nope, not when you're in harness. So yeah, and you know, I had him out twice already this morning to pee, so I know that he doesn't have to go to the bathroom. It's just a matter of he wants to leave his scent. And when we're in harness, sorry, Charlie, go forward. All right, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, another important command that we learn is whoa, because stopping is very important. Hold up, whoa, whoa. Yeah, if you have no brakes, you're in big trouble. So whoa is probably the most important command for them to learn, because without whoa, you're gonna go where you don't want to. Ask me how I know. Anyway, I had a wipeout on my bike when we ran into a squirrel's nest years ago with my other team. And yeah, that was an adventure that day. $70 repair to my bike. And yeah, it was intense. So anyway, no, you guys stay in formation. Yeah, and they have to learn like how to stay in formation because the neckline can tangle. There we go. Whoa, good job, Willow. Good job, you guys. Jubal, no. Jubal, line out. Whoop, line out. Come on. Now I'm teaching them to get back in formation. All right. And now we're ready to go back down here. I think I might try to tackle the hill. So if I decide to tackle the hill, I'll video from there. So yeah. All right. And then here we go. Hike. Let's go. And then they know to go. I'm by. Awesome. Good job. Let's go. Line out. Line out means make the line tense. Oh, I've got a snag. We've got a snag. Hold on. We've got a snag. See, this is what happens when they get twisted. The neckline, it just gets stuck in the neckline. So they have to learn how to stay in formation. Okay, let's go. Hike. They're well. They're a good team. Willow is 11 months, so I don't let her like pull anything per se yet, but till she's 2, because I guess I've heard from a lot of breeders and stuff that their growth plates close at 2 and you want to make sure they get x-rays. There's controversy about that. A lot of sled people don't do that, but this is fine for her right now. But I'm not going to have her like pulling heavy loads until she's older. But yeah, canicross, it's a great way to make them tired, and a tired dog is a good dog. And yeah, they're great to have on this journey, because I don't think without them that I would be doing this, because I don't know, I have issues with staying motivated, but we'll see when the bad weather comes. I'm bracing myself, because I want to train when the weather's bad too, because on the trail the weather can be all kinds of stuff. So but I'm going to enjoy the nice day while I have it. All right. There's a pretty view of the pond through the trees that are changing color. And all right, I'll see y'all later. Okay, so I'm not going to do the hill because I don't know if you can hear behind me. They are chopping down trees. And guys, I don't really want to walk up there right now because there's all kinds of machines and stuff going on. So well, I will save the hill for hopefully tomorrow. They'll be done. And who knows, maybe I'll find a hill somewhere today. All right, there's the beautiful pond. And see y'all later. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to clean up his tush. This is the baby powder. Baby powder is kind of convenient because you can spray it with the bottle right on. So I'm going to try to set this up so you all can see. Just give me a minute. Okay, so he has a little bit of poopies in there. So what I'm going to do, I have to turn him. He doesn't like to turn that way. Sorry guys, I'm making you dizzy. I'm going to take the baby powder and I'm just going to, oops, help if I open the jar. I'm going to squeeze it onto the area, and then I'm going to take a comb. See, a comb. And you could use a brush too. And I'm just going to comb. I'm trying to do this one-handed, but as you can see, it's taking it right out. And now it dries it right up. There's no more poopies. Sorry. Hold on. Oh, there's a piece there, but yeah. So you take your comb and you just kind of brush it out, and the baby powder or the cornstarch dries up any moisture and it just pulls right out. So that's how you do it. Okay, so I am combing him out. So how am I feeling on day 3? Day 3, I feel less sore, and I felt stronger on my walk. I probably could have done some more distance, but I do have to go to work today, so, and I have like a big day ahead of me, so I have to like decide, okay, you know, I could have gone farther, but I have to have energy for the rest of the day. So I think I did well, and I can always take smaller walks in between. Like where I have my one patient today, they live in a beautiful place that has like trails and ponds, so I may be checking some of those out with whichever dog I take with me today. I'm trying to decide who to take with me. Yeah, so I'm pacing myself. I live with like a fear of the days that I don't feel good. It's like, when is it going to happen again? You know, like something that happened to me with the Lyme was I developed like a chronic fatigue, and you know, it's cruel because one day you're like, oh, let's do this, and the next day you're like, I can't even get up to take a shower. It's so variable. Here, buddy, you want to lay down? Down. He likes to lay down to get groomed. Here, I'll move it so you can see him. There he is. Yeah, I had to bathe them yesterday because they got into something that smelled worse than death. And that's another story. I'll tell you about that later. But anyway, so, you know, I struggle with that, and a lot of people that have developed the chronic fatigue have struggled with that. I think there's powder on the camera. Is that better? Okay. So, yeah, just, you know, learning to pace myself. Like some people use this thing called the spoon theory. I personally hate it because it's like, if you have this many spoons for the day, what is this activity going to cost you? How many spoons? But I never really jived with that. So I'm just like, okay, you know, here's what I have on the calendar. Here's what I have to get done. And I'm hoping that as my metabolism recovers from years and years of, you know, being off because of an issue that when I'm diagnosed, I'm hoping that I will regain that strength. The Lymes did do permanent damage, but I'm not letting that stop me. You know, it's really hard because to be taken seriously by doctors. You know, a lot of doctors, they just don't think that it's as serious as it is. But there's literally thousands and maybe even millions of people out there who have suffered because of that. And there is research going on. You know, they know that it can get chronic. I don't want to focus on that. I want to try to focus on what I can do. Like, that's been like something a lot of people told me. You know, you can, like, think about what you can do, not what you can't do. So, can I walk for 20 minutes? Yeah, I walked for 20 minutes today. Okay. Can I walk for 2 hours today and do everything I have to do? No. But maybe over the weekend when I don't have stuff, you know, places to be as much, maybe I can take, you know, a 2-hour jaunt. I don't think I'm up to 2 hours yet, though. But I will be. So, you know, it's hard because, like, people, I feel like sometimes you can't make plans, you know, like it's hard to make plans. Up. Come on, buddy, up. You gotta let me do the other side. First I'm using this liquor brush, and then I'll use the pin brush, but he's he's such a prince. He's like, brush me laying down. Anyway, so yeah, so it's hard to live with that because I feel like, you know, I make plans and then I don't want to be miserable. So my goal is to strengthen myself in a way that I don't get into one of those fatigue episodes, because when they happen, let me tell you, they are so awful. They're really, really awful. I don't wish it on my worst enemy, honestly. So yeah, you know, that's like what's going on in my head. I want to share this because, you know, I am doing this for awareness of people who've been affected by Lyme's disease and have developed chronic issues from it. And I know somebody in the dog community who just lost her husband, her young husband, because he got Lyme really bad and developed issues, and he passed away, say it was about a month ago. And that really just hit me because it's so unnecessary, you know. I mean, these doctors really, they need to do more research. It's been around a while. They know it exists now. They know other tick-borne diseases exist. So, yeah, you know, let's rock on. And, you know, also, like, conquering the fear of, like, am I going to get it again? You know, like, that's hard. It's also affected dogs. In my area, I'm in New Jersey, in the United States. And when they do the heartworm tests every year, now they're doing a tick panel. And Jubal actually, a few years ago, came up positive for Ehrlichia, which is a tick-borne disease. I never even saw the tick, and he's on the flea and tick stuff. So how he got it, I don't know. But he had to go on doxycycline for a while. Stand, buddy. And I got a brush back here. He hates it. He hates when I brush back here. Too bad, buddy. So yeah, he had to be on doxycycline, and I had no idea. You know, I had no idea that he had it. You know, except the only thing he did was like he had some diarrhea, but he always kind of had a soft stool. I've been through a lot of foods with him. He has a sensitive tummy, so yeah. So they treated him, and they test every year for that in my area. They test for the Ehrlichia, and they test for Lyme's and all of that. So yeah. All right, time for pin brush. You can lay down. Lay down. Look at him. Look at him. There he is. Good boy. Yeah, you'll come to know my dogs, and you know, and following the journey. They're a big part of my life. I was diagnosed with high functioning autism when I was 39. Look at that face. Look at the face. When I was 39, so I never knew what was quite with me. I was always like what they say, a point off the curve. And this is his favorite. He loves to have his neck brushed. It's his favorite thing. He loves it. Oh my God, I love him. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna put this up here. Hold on. I'm gonna set this up different so you can see me and him. Hold on, guys. Just bear with me. I'm trying to fix this. I have this like thing that's supposed to hold the camera, but it's not working properly. Okay. That's better. Can you see better? All right. So anyway, yeah, so I was always different, you know, like I remember in school, I was like in first grade, and we were in a circle, and they're like asking, what do you want to be when you grow up? And all the kids were like, I want to be a doctor, I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be this and that. And they're like, okay, Alyssa, what do you want to be? And I was like, I want to be a Pegasus. It was like, not quite. So anyway, lots of sensory issues, a lot of trauma because my parents were divorced, and I was going back and forth between two households with a lot of chaos, and each house had different rules. So if I spilled in one house, I got yelled at and screamed at, and the other house, it's like no big deal, but then there was other things. So it's like I didn't have the structure that kids with autism need. And I was so high functioning, like back when I was growing up in the 80s. they didn't know then what they know now about the spectrum and the breadth of the spectrum. So one of the things in my life that was a constant were my animals, and especially my dogs. Always had dogs, and they were my comfort, and they were what I turned to, and they were my best friends because I had a hard time making friends. I had just a handful of friends, and I got picked on really bad at school. So my animals and my music were the two things that I kind of took solace in. So, you know, I had a really rough time in my 20s and 30s. Just a really rough time. And after I had my daughter, I was really like depressed. I think I had postpartum depression, but I also have suffered with depression my whole life and anxiety because it's hooked into the spectrum. And when my daughter was, I think she was like 4. I don't know, I was 39. So I noticed certain things about her. And she definitely has markers. So she's a lot like me. She's very high functioning. So there's really not much they could do for her. And then I wound up getting diagnosed. I thought maybe I had bipolar, but I never had like super highs. So, and a lot of the anxiety and depression was situational, but I had a lot of cortisol going through me and just a lot going on. So when I got the diagnosis, it was like, I don't know, it was very liberating because it explained my entire childhood. And it explained everything about me that I thought was off, you know. And I used to cry to God. I'm like, what's wrong with me? You know, what is wrong with me? And I just remember hearing in my spirit him say, there's nothing wrong with you. You're just wired differently. And that's exactly what being on the spectrum is. They're calling it neurodivergent now. Like there's neurotypical, which is a regular person, and then neurodivergent. So I'm wired differently. It's exactly what he said. So it makes sense now. So I'm like super happy that I was able to finally find out what was going on, because now I found other people like me that were diagnosed as adults, and I know I'm not alone, and I can raise my daughter in a way that she needs, you know. I try my best, you know, and I thank the Lord that she's like really good in school. She's very smart. She's very personable. She has a lot of sensory issues, and she gets stuck. Like if she's doing something, she has to finish it, and it's like she doesn't understand. Like, okay, we can come back to that, and that's really hard. That's more like my husband's way of thinking, but she gets stuck in those patterns, you know, which, you know, led to meltdowns. So we're in therapy together, and she's doing better, and I'm learning how to handle certain situations. But yeah, it's all good, but the constant is the dogs. And I laugh because the line brushing, it's very soothing to me when I have to line brush him, like brush from the skin out. It's kind of like almost like a stem. So if you wonder why my dogs are always nicely brushed, that's probably why. I like them to be clean. And I chose the Samoyed to be my service dogs because they don't have a smell, and I have a lot of sensitivities to smell. And as much as I love golden retrievers and labs and all that, I just can't deal with the way that they smell. They have like I don't know, it's like a weird wet dog smell. I don't know. These guys have no smell, and I've always loved sled dogs. I've always loved Huskies and Malamutes and Sammies. And my friend, when I was growing up, had one named Heidi, and I loved her. And I met one that was belonged to a glassblower in New Brunswick, Canada. We were in St. Andrews by the Sea, and his name was Nanook, and I just remember he was like so chill, and like I just petted him like the entire time I was there. So yeah, dogs, horses, riding the horses. So having my dogs on this journey with me, my service dogs, it's wonderful. My service dogs have made my life better, because when I'm at a place and I get overstimulated, they can help me to calm down, and they also can help with the doing DPT and LPT when I get too anxious. And when I'm depressed, they get me out of bed because they gotta go bathroom. They get me up. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't do anything. Because a lot of my activities are centered around them, showing them, going out, meeting with the sled dog club and things like that. So I hope to meet with the sled dog club more now that my back is better. I had 2 back surgeries. As I said before, I was in a mobility scooter when I had to go out because I couldn't walk down to the corner and back without excruciating pain. So I'm really excited, to be doing this now. And yeah. So now let's talk about what happened yesterday and why Willow and Jubal had to have a bath. So I was outside. I came home for lunch, and then I was going to run some errands, like go to the bank and all this. And we have a wagon in the backyard that we use to cart the firewood over to the fire pit. And my husband had, sit up, good boy, sit, good boy. You gotta do your chest. So my husband had put a bunch of sticks and stuff in the wagon as kindling, and then we had all this rain, and I forgot about the sticks being in there, and the water festered in there. I don't know. I didn't know it was like that. So I'm sitting outside, I was eating my lunch, and every so often I would get this waft of this horrible smell, decomposition smell. It smelled like death, like that rotting smell. And I'm like, what the heck is that smell? And I'm like, oh, I hope my neighbor's okay that lives on the corner next to me, because she's elderly, she lives by herself. I'm like, oh God. I for a minute, I'm like, oh my God, do I have to call the police to do a wellness check? And then I heard her go out the side door, so I'm like, okay, she's alive and well. Thank God, Where's that smell coming from? And then I saw, I saw him in the wagon playing with Willow, and I thought it was funny. I'm like, what are you doing? So I'm filming them. And then he lays down in the wagon. I'm like, oh, that's so cute, And then he stands up, and I'm like, wait, is there mud in there? What is that? I walk over, and when I tell you, the smell almost knocked me over. He's standing there, and it looked like this black water with all the wood and stuff rotting in it. And I'm like, oh my God. So it's on both dogs. So I run inside to get my shampoo and stuff, and they follow me in. They try to run in the house. They managed to get in downstairs, and the stench, I can't even describe it to you. It was so bad, the stench. I'm like, get back outside. So, yeah, I had to mop the floors downstairs, and then I had to bathe these two clowns. So after I bathe them, you dry them with the force dryer, and they have to get brushed out. So that's what I'm doing now, because I can't, last night I was toast. I was like, poke a fork in me, I'm done. So they're all clean now, which is fine, because they're gonna get another bath before we leave for the National, which is really exciting, coming up. And yeah, so that's what happened yesterday. I have the video. I will show it you guys, so stay tuned for that, because it is kind of funny. My reaction, oh, you're so cute. Ah! So anyhow, I'm gonna finish up brushing him. Thank you for following me along on the journey. So I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and the joy of the Lord is my strength. Ugh, that's gross, Jubal. And with God, all things are possible. All right, have a great day. I'll see y'all soon in the next clip. Bye. Oh my God, they are so funny. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Jubal. in that wagon? Oh my God, you guys. I hope there's no mud in there. Is there mud in there? Please don't tell me. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Okay, well, I guess we are getting baths today. Jubal, please don't drink that. Oh God. All right, let's go. We got to empty this out. You guys always find the most disgusting stuff. This smells horrible. All right, get out of the wagon. Oh God, look what they did. Oh my God. Well, that's dogs for you. Okay, you guys, so I found trekking poles. I was on Amazon Marketplace and I found these for $25, brand new in the box. This woman had gotten them for her daughter and they never got used, so she sold them to me. Brand new, really nice to start out with. They are aluminum. Eventually maybe I'll work up to carbon fiber, but this is good to get started with. And as you can see, this is all the stats, and I'm excited. So see you on the trail. Okay guys, so I'm at Winding River Park with a friend of mine and doing some canicross with Willow because I came straight from the podiatrist, and I got poles. I'm using the poles. Yay! So I actually haven't been on this trail in a long time because I couldn't walk. So this is great. I'm loving the poles, loving everything. Willow is very distracted right now, but that's okay. She needs to get used to this. So, all right, love you all. Bye. Okay, so I just lost a bet to my friend Rick. This is Rick, everybody. He has Willow's brother Thor, and that's Coda. Anyway, I was training the dogs to go right and left. I thought G was left and Hall was right. That's what I was always thought it was. And he said, no, it's the other way around. I said, are you sure? Because with horses, it's G Hall, you know? And we looked it up and I was wrong. So my dogs have to relearn all the commands, and he's laughing at me. Better now than like later, so. All right, bye. Okay guys, we got more purple flowers, and you know what that means. And Jesus is with me. Little sign that I'm on the right path. Yay, thank you Lord for purple flowers. Whew, all right guys, so we just got back from the walk at Winding River, and I did 2.09 miles according to Willow's Fee app, which is her GPS tracker on her collar. So yeah, I can't believe I just did that. Plus I did the 1.07 I think miles this morning. So yeah, progress. And it's just amazing to the change in my strength, like just the first day to now. Like I didn't think I could walk a mile, and now I've just gone 2. So all right, Willow can give you 5. Willow, give me 5. Give me 5, Willow. She's gonna not do it. She sees something. Right? Give me 5. Good girl. We did it. Give me 5 again. Good girl. We did it. We did it. Okay. See y'all later.